How many organizations can you belong to where your child has traveled to all 7 continents in the last 7 years?
They've grown in the context of, being a boy, being surrounded by other boys who love to sing, and the musicality of the Keystone State Boychoir is just incredible. So watching their faces just light up during performances is priceless.
Sometimes we'll say that singing just happens to be what we do. It just happens to be the vehicle, and what this is really about is about raising good men.
Once I got in the choir, I feel like I'm a better person.
It's a way of escape. Like everyone has a thing. People play sports to escape, and I think a lot of people in here sing to escape. And not only that, but just it's a way of unity, of coming together in a choir setting. At least everyone is here for the same purpose, and that's to make great music. And I think that's what KSB is all about.
Just being here, the feeling is really nice. It's like this synergy thing that we get going after a while. It's really nice to be here.
When we sing, it's just so impromptu that we get in an airport or in a bus and we start singing, and just to see, what that does to people, and it gets very emotional at points. I remember being in Mozart's Cathedral, and we just walked onto the risers there, and we started singing, and there were just tears and laughter and happiness, and it was just it was definitely one of my favorite music making experiences.
I think it's the connection to the music, it's the connection to one another, it's the connection between the choir as a whole and the music directors, it's the connection between the parents and the organization, and then the connection between the choir and the larger community.
It really kind of prepared us for college almost, because you're going on a trip with a bunch of your friends, a bunch of kids that you start out as friends with, and hopefully you end the trip as friends with, kind of like a shortened, abbreviated version of college.
They just like each other so much. It's the camaraderie, it's the fun. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in 3 days. Let's catch up. So this is probably like a live Facebook for them.
Boys sometimes will complain to me, Fisher always says it's not enough. Fitz says it's never good enough. They're never happy. And I say, are you kidding? You don't want these guys to be happy. You want them to keep pushing you, and that's why you are amazing.
So Fitz has this amazing warmth about him that brings boys in and makes them feel comfortable. And then to get the boys to feel comfortable and safe singing when they're young in a culture that doesn't encourage that is great. And they do feel safe with him when they come into audition. They feel safe when they have to stand in front of him to pass songs, which is a very scary thing, to have to stand there and to sing a song solo when you are 10 years old and you've never sung before.
He is probably one of the most genuine people I know. I think most people don't know how lucky we are to have him.
And Steve is the ringleader, and the one with vision, and the one that, come on, troops, we're going to go and do this.
He's funny, but he can be strict. You always have to, do the right thing. Yes.
But he knows what he's doing, because he makes great concerts, and just everything is choreographed amazingly.
Yeah.
He's never mad. He's always intense.
They're both musical, but they both have different strengths, and when they bring it together, it's one of the reasons this organization has grown so fast in 10 years.
Amazing, brilliant educators, both Fitz and Fisher, in their own way and in different ways. Smart and funny, and understand what it is to motivate and energize boys in such a positive way.
We were rehearsing in South Africa, and a South African choir director came into our rehearsal, and he said, I could never allow that. They were talking, my rehearsals, the boys would never dare say a word or look in the wrong direction. And sometimes we wish for that, but you can't have it both ways. If you want them to perform joyfully, then you have to let them rehearse joyfully. If you want them to perform like they love to sing and that they love singing with each other, you have to let them make those connections in rehearsal, because that's how you get it.
KSB, definitely brought Luke and I, together closer, and it's a great, unique experience.
I know I'll sing throughout my whole life. Really, KSB has solidified that for me. I think the experiences I've had, the memories I've made, the people I've met from KSB have really inspired me to make this a part of my life forever.